Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In this tech tutorial video, we're going to teach you step by step how you can create and add a diagram to your presentation and board on Miro. So let us dive into this, guys. So there are two different ways how you can do this. Let me just navigate to my example board here. So option number one would be to access the template library of diagrams and charts, for example, in the Miro library. So to do that, click into templates here in the left sidebar and simply head over to diagramming and mapping here and select the diagram or chart template you'd like to use and customize, like flowcharts, mind maps. Let me go with that mind map just for the sake of this tutorial, and let me zoom in a bit. Well, actually I should add a frame to that in the background first so that we may see it. There you go. So that would be your mind map, and you can simply click into the given cell here, for example, and add text to it. By double clicking into the text, you may connect elements, for instance, by clicking into that handle and by simply connecting it with another field, just like that. You can resize these fields or cells, enter text, and that way simply create your diagram using one of these customizable templates. However, guys, if you don't want to use these templates, you can start with a blank diagram and add content to it, customize it, and edit it. So let me show you how to do that. What you want to do first is add a frame to your board. Let me go with, for example, here's some space. So what you want to do is click into frame here on the left sidebar, or use the shortcut F. Select the custom size frame, and after that position it where you want. You may resize the frame also and use it as a background. Now you can also, of course, lock it if you like by clicking into these three dots here, select lock, and there you go. Now what you want to do next is simply start adding cells to your diagram like you did with that mind map here, but in this case here you will simply use the shape and aligns feature here on the left panel. Click into it and start with, for example, a square, a rectangle, or a circle. Let me go with a circle. Click into it, let me zoom in a bit, and draw your circle. Now if you'd like to stabilize it, press and hold left shift, and there you go. So that may be the central aspect of your diagram. You may click into it to add text to it. Let's say you're working on an application or a mobile app. Let me name it mobile app 1. You may of course resize the text by clicking into these arrows here at the top. You may change the font. You may change also the font style, apply bold letters, italic letters, underline. Here you may change the alignment, add text, hyperlink to the text color, and so on and so forth. And that's basically it, guys. So now what you want to do is, for example, you can rotate, of course, your cell here if you like. And now it's time to add more thoughts and ideas to your diagram. So what you want to do, guys, you either add a new shape by clicking into this button here and select your shape. Let me go with a rectangle this time and position it somewhere here on your frame. And let me, for example, name it idea 1. And then you may simply connect your cells by simply clicking into one of these 4 handles or dots here and simply redirect it or connect it with your other cell. Release your left mouse and that's it. That's option number 1. Option number 2 would be to click into your cell. Let me zoom in a bit and click into one of these handles. And after that, simply left click, hold your left mouse and navigate to your next cell. Release your left mouse and decide which shape you would like to use for your next cell. Let me go with a triangle this time, and there you go. Now you can fill your next cell also with some text, idea 2. And of course you can customize each of these boxes or cells. You may change the type here and so on and so forth, guys. So that's basically it. If you'd like to copy one of these cells, simply left click into it, press Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and there you go. Now you may position it somewhere else, double click into it to change its text, and connect these elements or cells. And that's how you create diagrams without using these templates, guys. As you can see, it is very simple. Or guys, there's also option number 3. You simply add a diagram, not from the template library, but you simply head over to, let me show it, here to the plus button, tools, media and integrations, and use the diagram format. You may also search for it if you like, and add it also to your toolbar by selecting pin to toolbar. And after that, select it and click into your frame to add your diagram. As you can see now, you can start by adding shapes the way I showed you in the previous method. For example, select the shape or basic shape from that menu here to the left, and so on and so forth, guys. So that's another option. You may also customize each of these connections by left clicking into them. For example, change the line type from a curved one to that one here, for instance. There you go, it looks like that. In this case here, let us do the same for that one here. Click into it, select the line type, and also for that one. Then you may, for example, adjust the thickness here, select dotted lines, and there you go, guys. So that's how you create diagrams in Miro, step by step. Hope you enjoyed this video, got some real value from it, and we'll see you next time on our channel.